Okay, once you're on our website, you want to go ahead and click the Buy Now button. And then you can order the Core5 Desktop Edition, which is ideal for the single user. Then if you plan on using it with QuickBooks, go ahead and select this other option, which will also give you access to the FMBooks Connector plugin. And that's what will allow you to connect to QuickBooks. Go ahead and fill in your information. And then you'll fill in your card information, and then you'll place the order. That will generate a receipt. And then shortly after you get your receipt, once we process the order, you'll be receiving a link to the file. Then you'll click on that link and download the file. It should end up in your downloads folder. So here's the file in my downloads folder. Probably the best way to do this is to right click and click extract all. And I like to extract things to the desktop, so go ahead and extract this to the desktop. And that will take those files from the zip and put the solution on your desktop in a folder. So I'll go ahead and close all this. Now you can see here I have a folder, and there's a variety of files in that folder. The key file here is the one that's colored Core5, so you can just double click on that, and that should open up the Core5. It'll ask you for a username, so go ahead and put in your username. You can come up with a password. That's a one-time thing there. And then it says here, would you like to use QuickBooks with Core5? This will install the FMBooks Connector plugin to integrate with QuickBooks. So in this case, I'm going to say yes. And then put in license ID. If you have it, you should receive a license ID from the purchase. In this case, I'll just click Demo. And it says your FMBooks Connector is now registered and running in live mode. That's good. And then it says, once logged into the Core5, please visit the Core5 preferences to import customers, vendors, items, and taxes to your QuickBooks file. And to learn how to do all that, we'll have a separate video. But for now, I'll go ahead and log in with the username and password that I just set up. There we go. And now I'm into the Core5 Starter Edition and ready to integrate with QuickBooks. There's only one other item that I wanted to show you. Let's go ahead and click on the Preferences and click on the QuickBooks tab. And you can see here that the plugin is installed. It shows you the version, shows you the license ID, and the operating mode is live. There's even a way to test the connection. Now, here I've tested the connection, and since this is my first time connecting to QuickBooks, I have QuickBooks open here in the background. I happen to have a sample file open, and you'll get this one-time QuickBooks verification screen. And what that's telling you is it's saying that, there's a third-party FMBooks connector trying to connect. Do you want to allow that? So I think the best thing to do and the easiest way to do it is to click yes whenever QuickBooks company file is open. That way QuickBooks will authorize the plugin to communicate with it whenever the file is open and running. So I'll click continue, and it's giving me a verification screen. You have chosen to grant the application FMBooks connector access to this company file, which is called Rock Castle Construction. Again, this is just a sample file. This would be your file name here, and I'll click done. And again, that's a one-time thing for this file. You do need to have administrator access into the QuickBooks file in order to accomplish what we just did. So if you're just a regular user of the QuickBooks file, you won't be able to grant access to it. So make sure you have full access to the QuickBooks file to do that. And then you can see here after I tested the connection that it kind of validates what it sees. It sees that I'm in the US and it's version 26 of QuickBooks. At that point, I can import items. I'll go ahead and do one of these here, or a few of these. And then it brought in 46 items. I'll import my tax rates and tax tables. Now I'll go ahead and import the customers. And I'll import the vendors from the sample file. You can see the customers here in the background flowing through. So I'll close that. And now I've got some actual data, which should be representative of what I have in my QuickBooks file. So to learn the details of how this all works, we'll have separate videos for that, or you could get more information from our website. So now this file is a single user file that'll run on your desktop. To quit out of it, you can simply close the X at the top right, or you can go to File, Exit, and that will exit. And the data of that file is stored in this file, the core5.fmpur file. The rest of these files are just support files that make up the program. Let me go ahead and hide QuickBooks here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And now if I close this folder, let's say I wanted to back up my solution, my Core5, I can just back up the entire folder to a backup drive. That will get not only the program, but the actual data as well. If you want to expand on this and share this out to multiple people, we can host the file, and you can purchase for a monthly fee the number of users you'd like to host, and we can take this file, host it for you, and then you can begin to share this technology with others at the same time. There's an option also to buy a site license, which allows you access to the file under the hood, essentially allowing you to make your own changes, which would require FileMaker Pro, the application, to be running in this environment. So there's a lot of options you have. This will get you started and get you up and running quickly with your QuickBooks data.